I greet you in Jesus' precious name. It's so good to be with you again on the farm. Are you going through a hard time at the moment? Do you feel that maybe you are in the wilderness? Well, this message is exactly for you. I looked the other day in a reading and I saw a word in Hebrew called Midbar. M-I-D-B-A-R. Midbar. It is the Hebrew word and it means wilderness. Are you going through a wilderness experience? Are you saying, Uncle Angus, I'm praying, but the ceiling is like brass. I'm not getting through. Uncle Angus, nothing's happening in my life. It's like the Lord's closed the door. There's nothing happening. I'm in the wilderness. That's the time to listen. You see, God speaks to us clearly when we're in the wilderness. When we're in the busy part of our lives, we're preaching, we're making business, we're building families, we're flat out, we haven't got enough time to even sleep. God can't speak to us. When He takes us out into the wilderness, it's quiet, it's peaceful, there's no competition, and you can hear clearly because you've got nothing to distract you. See, Moses had that experience. Moses was being groomed, right? He was in Pharaoh's court. He was going to be a leader in the most powerful nation in the world at the time. And what happened? God allowed it that he was cast out from the presence of Pharaoh into the wilderness. Now listen to this. Exodus chapter 3 and verse 2. And the angel of the Lord appeared to Moses in a flame of fire from the midst of a bush. So he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, but the bush was not consumed. Remember, the angel of the Lord said, take your shoes off, take your sandals off. You are standing on holy ground. And that is where God spoke to Moses and said, go and tell my people to get ready because I'm taking them out of Egypt. Go and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. Moses said, who should I say has sent me? And that's where God said, say, I am has sent you. I am. And then the rest we know. The most incredible story that the world's ever known. Where an ocean parted and a nation walked through the middle of the ocean. And then the army that was chasing them down went through that same passage. And the ocean closed on top of them and drowned the whole army. But he had to go through a wilderness first. Elijah. There was a still small voice spoke to Elijah. Right? A still small voice. Not the earthquake. Not the fire and the wind. A still small voice. You and I need to start listening. Maybe you're going through a midbar. Maybe you're going through a wilderness at the moment and you think that God has betrayed you or God has left you. Not at all. God speaks to you and me through the wilderness. I can tell you I've had many wilderness experiences in my Christian walk. There's been times when I said, Lord, have you forsaken me? It's like all hell is against me. And through that still small voice, God has given me direction. And I've made the best decisions of my life. You know why? Because I was not distracted by the things of this world. So sometimes success can actually be a deterrent from hearing from God. We need to withdraw ourselves and we need to hear from the Lord for direction. It's holy ground, the midbar. It's holy ground, the wilderness. It's in the holy ground. Jesus, many a time, he went into the Judean desert for 40 days and 40 nights to hear from his Father. Don't be afraid of the wilderness. Goodbye.
We trust that you have been blessed by today's message. For more information, please visit angusbuchan.com.